Sam, why do you think that women tend to think that if they date a dude and he's not the stereotypical bad boy? Because this is across all races. This is not a race thing. This is just straight up women generally tend to think. If they date a man and he's not a bad boy, they don't have to deal with like emotional abuse or what they might deem to be emotional abuse, getting cheated on, and just other things that they may have had to deal with the bad guys.
I don't know. I think that's a part of women and like who they are emotionally. It's based off of that. Because if you have a woman who has experience with different types of dudes, like, you know, she's been around a little bit. Hopefully, she's paid attention enough to realize that a man's going to be a man, regardless of the type of man that he is. They might just be a little bit more annoying in different ways. Like, you know, I don't know if it's like a security thing for themselves. Like, it's something that they tell themselves. Because people will admit that sometimes women can be a little delusional, right? I'm not about to sit here and pretend like that's not something.
Because I'm going to say really quick. I know some dudes going to be like, man, you shouldn't say it because that's what they always say. But it's the truth in this case. Dudes do that too.
They do,
like,
yeah.
Dudes think in their head because a woman's pretty. Mm-hmm. It's so weird how it works. Like, but you're telling the truth. Seriously. He'll look at a woman because she's beautiful. He'll treat her completely different. She could be a complete bitch. And a whore. Literally a whore. Right? She's just not a whore that you don't know she a whore because you don't have enough money to know she's a whore. But if you had enough money, you would know. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So you think, all right, you know, whatever the case may be, but just because she's pretty, you big her up in your head, you treat her completely different. And like I said, she could be a completely bad person. Mm-hmm. Meanwhile, that 8 is a great person and treats you like a king, but you like, you an 8, so you know, whatever. So I guess it could kind of be like that. I get what you're saying.
Well, yeah, it can be like that. Like, and it could be because it's like for security. First of all, you already feel good because you have this high value man. Like, let's keep it real. Women realize when they have a high value man. You can tell, especially if your experience is not something that's like foreign to you. So you can see the differences, especially again if you were paying attention. Now, sometimes putting that delusion in your head, I think that's a part of what makes women crazy. Because it's like they put that delusion in their head for security, and it's really to help protect you too. Like, I'm putting this in my head that you're I'm bigging you up, and I'm putting it in my head that you're this great grand person, and you're not going to do that type of stuff to me, so I can be secure. I'm able to be secure by doing that, and then it's like creating that delusion for yourself. Fucks it when it happens. It's like, what the fuck? But really, you should have known if you was paying attention.
This is actually beautiful because all of this is literally could go the other way. Literally could go the other way. Mm-hmm. Like, literally everything Samson said could go the other way. Keep flowing. Or is that it?
That's it.
Okay. All right, so my opinions on this situation. I think very similar to what Sam said. The only thing that I would add as a difference is I think when women see, it's almost like when you going through your whole phase, right? You purposely kind of pick the bad boys in a sense because you know at this point in life,
I'm not taking this person
exactly.
serious.
You in school or you working hard or you already have a child, so you scouting for a real man. Yeah. So he's like a filler. So it doesn't really matter. Yeah, You know what I'm saying? You're not buying him shit. He ain't buying you shit. Don't stay around too long. Yeah. Like, you know, it looks bad on paper, but in my opinion, and I'm just saying this as a tip for the ladies, a lot of the times y'all make it look bad because instead of just saying, hey, man, this dude was just some dude who would come through and bang my kid, y'all never say that. This is what y'all say when it could just be simple as literally just saying that because dudes have the same thing. So you could just say that unless you know you're dealing with some dorky-ass dude. Like, you got desperate. It was like, I need a 6-figure dude, so you went and got you some Shrek-looking motherfucker.
Not some Shrek-looking motherfucker.
But I'm assuming that's not what y'all did. Okay? So he's going to know what you're talking about. Like, you could just say, literally,
no, it's
we just had sex and that's it. But y'all won't say that. This is what y'all say instead. And this is where dudes get frustrated because this is what y'all do. Y'all go, oh, well, I thought we were together, but, you know, I found out he wasn't taking me serious. And I found out he had a girlfriend. And so I'm like, what? And so I stopped dealing with him, but he popped back up, you know, from time to time. But I don't fuck with him because he played me. And you be in your head like, well, okay, well, if he played you, why did you keep dealing with him? You'll never get an answer to that question. You'll never get an answer. She's like, well, I don't know. The more you pry, the more frustrated she's going to get. So you really might as well not pry. But my thing is, I'm just saying it as an early gem for the ladies. You could literally just say to the dude, he just was this dude that I would just call up because he would put it down when I was single. And it could be fine. Don't elaborate the stories by adding extra stuff because you're worried about how a dude's going to take it and how he may or may not view you. Because if he believes you and he ends up looking stupid or feeling stupid, it's going to affect you long term in ways that's not really necessary. Going into why they think that way, I think like the idea of beta almost like from the time you're a child, really. The idea of beta is a dude with like a suit and a tie and like a good job, I guess, like a house or whatever the case may be.
I just be trying to look at it that way, and it's hard for me to. Like,
no, I'm just saying, like
you know how
I figure that's like generally the American dream guy, right? Like, suit, tie, corporate job, house,
but it's not
fast
beta.
car.
But it's not beta. But I guess it's because of how I'm looking at it. I don't look at
it
like
I don't
beta.
think that's beta, right?
No.
But I'm just saying, like, because there's not even a personality trait.
No.
From a look perspective, I feel like when a woman looks at a man who looks that way, they figure he's probably marriage minded. Because in the corporate setting, it looks better to be married.
It does.
Niggas do not say no. It's not true. Yes, it is. Yes, it is true. It looks better in a corporate setting to be married.
You. Don't do that.
That's
Don't try to
a
deny
fact.
it because she listening with you.
So you thinking in your head, okay, and I can understand if we're just going off of looks, right? But the thing is, women internalize it a lot of the time, and they really think in their head, he ain't gonna play me. Like, he took me on a date.
Delusion.
He took me on a date, and we had a great time, and like, he didn't even try to have sex with me the first night. I said, now she don't know he didn't try to have sex with you the first night because he didn't feel like dealing with whether or not you was going to do it when he had like 5 other bitches who he knew would just do it. So he drops you off so that you would think that he was a gentleman. He was about to go home. No, he's doing the same thing women do. Right? But we didn't even get that far yet. We just at the start. So you like, okay. You telling your friends, like, girl, he took me out. He gave me a kiss on the cheek and sent me home. I said, oh, shit. He like, okay. He not thirsty. So date 2, you primed and ready. It don't even really matter what happened, but I'm just assuming y'all had a good time again. You give him the cakes. You feeling great. You like, yo, this is great. Yo, everything is great or whatever. Let's say y'all going like a solid month or 2. And you just like, you know what? I would be in a relationship with this dude. And he asks you out. Y'all get together. Y'all still in y'all cupcake phase for like the first 6 months or whatever, right? So we had about a year now and everything's great. This is perfect putting you in the la-la land. It really is, seriously. Because everything's great,
it's
right?
making the delusion bigger.
You done cut off most of your niggas. At this point, you probably only got one friend, and that's cool. Everybody can have a friend. And I know may or may not be, all right, depending on the age, it may or may not be an alpha with a lingering around in there somewhere. But generally, you're probably chilling, especially that first year. You know what I'm saying? So, everything's great, and then next thing you know, he do some fuck shit. Either he do some fuck shit or shit too peaceful, so you decide to go through his phone and you find some fuck shit. Either way, some fuck shit go down, but we gonna assume he did some fuck shit here. He does some fuck shit. And then it's like your world's rocked. Almost, because it's like, damn, that's the same fuck shit Pookie did.
Not Pookie. Yes, Pookie. Okay.
It's like, yo, what the fuck? You a rich Pookie, nigga.
That's crazy.
That's wild.
And I fell for this.
And who is this bitch?
Right. At that, sometimes you just gotta take the L's early.
Or for everything's going fine for the first year. Now I'm gonna paint a different story.